education. We will ensure that basic education is free, and we will drive it aggressive because we have 20 million out of school children in the north, which I've said we will deal with decisively, because those children mostly have learned Quran, which means they're intelligent. We'll meet them at the point of learning Quran and teach them skills. For the tertiary education, we must find a way to fund it in a collaborative way, public partnership, in order to be able to ensure that 4 years will be 4 years, not what is happening today. That's what we mean by that. And it will be, you'll see, it's a win-win situation. That's it. No, not the basic. It won't be the basic. Then, issue of barely servicing our debts. We're not, I've said it before, we're not the only country that have gone through this. Once we move from consumption to production, what we are going to do first is that what you see today, we're inability to service our debts, is because of fiscal rascality. You're paying unsustainable subsidy, which will stop from day one, because it's criminal thing. You're no longer generating money because they're stealing oil. And the only people who can steal oil are people in government, because ordinary people cannot steal oil. You can't put it in your pocket. It's something that you come with sheep. So all those, and you stop corruption, the waste, everything. And you go to seek to ensure that the revenues of government are. These are things, when you have tightened all the leakages and waste, you'll be able to increase your position and you negotiate to be able to service them. Just to give you an example, Nigeria is today the only OPEC nation, apart from Venezuela, because of fashion, that is not meeting up its quota. Because over the years of oil theft, the multinationals and everything have not been invested, coupled with the theft and everything. You're not realizing what you're supposed to. Every other nation that is in the same commission was able to bring down their rates and inflation within this period of Ukraine war. I'm not saying it's good to wait for war to be able to get more revenue, but people are taking advantage of it, because it's there. And you can't run away from it. But we couldn't take that advantage. Our situation got worse because of poor management of our own physical space, which will change with that and I. And finally, like I said, somebody kept telling me that issue that people have been saying that if I become president, that there's issue of being, how do I say, what word do they use? Stingy. Pat knew the question of stingy. How are you going to manage? Because they said you'll be stingy and everything. Let me say it public that people don't know what it is all about. The thought of poverty is capital formation. And you can't go about capital formation without savings. Even in the most developed world, which is why I said that Japan holds highest amount of US treasury. If you listen or you go and read about what Professor Wagner Musk done in the 50s, he showed it clearly. Capital formation is the heart of poverty. Without capital formation, you have low productivity, low income, and you produce poverty all over the place. What I was doing as governor, I was the best governor in Millennium Development Goals by the UNDP. You can go and check that. It's that. I won a prize for the best road network. I won the gate prize back to back on health. You can go and see what I did in health. Build scratch, teaching hospitals and everything. Improved #1 in education. And above all, I was able to save because I believe in future generation. If you look at that saving, I said future generation funding because we want to have proper capital formation to drive tomorrow. If I have opportunity in Nigeria, no matter what we do, we'll do the same thing. We must save for tomorrow because that's how you form capital to turn around tomorrow. So as an end, I appeal to all of you. There's nothing more powerful than an idea whose time have come. The time today is to have competent leadership with character, commitment, and compassion. And that's what Nigeria is yearning for. That's what Dati and I are offering you. Let's have opportunity to build a better Nigeria. Thank you. Thank you.
A couple of announcements. First of all, INEC chair speaking here tomorrow, same time, 1 o'clock. You're welcome. It's also going to be live streamed. NNPP presidential candidate Wednesday, same time. And finally, again, just to thank Peter Obi for coming to Chatham House. And good luck in your campaign. And please, if you can just remain seated or on the side while Peter Obi leaves. Thank you very much and have a good afternoon. Okay. We've got lots of press waiting for you.